Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer video. Today we're going to talk about the possible FLC hero character which is due to drop alongside the upcoming Wood Elf DLC. So without further ado, let's begin. The upcoming Wood Elf DLC, as explained before, has a FLC hero character attached to it. That has launched people into speculation as to what this hero character could be. In truth, the FLC hero character could literally be any missing heroes that were currently missing in the Total War Warhammer series for the races that have already been implemented. But given recent trends with FLC releases, it's more or less possible to pinpoint exactly what might actually be released. Before anything, however, we are aware that the Wood Elf DLC currently does not have a known antagonist. But the general thought is that most likely it would be the Skaven or the Dark Elves, mainly because they only have 5 legendary lords, whereas the High Elves and the Lizardmen both have 6. It is very likely that the FLC hero will be for one of the main factions through this DLC. And I've seen around various different places online that a lot of speculation seems to fall around possible Wood Elf heroes. Either those included in recent Wood Elf army books, or those from such earlier editions that they really don't make any sense anymore. However, I don't believe that the Wood Elves will get an FLC hero, mainly because they're getting a lot of new content with this DLC cycle. Not only will they be a main feature in a new DLC, but also, as far as we're aware, they're getting a rather large FLC pack attached to it. The Wood Elves, as far as we know, are already the main focus of this upcoming DLC, so it doesn't make any sense for them to also have the FLC hero too. So once again, we're back with the Skaven and the Dark Elves, and we'll look at them both in greater detail, but before anything, let me just state that once again, this is purely speculation. I have no information directly from Creative Assembly, but just wish to make an educated guess. So first, let's look towards the Skaven. It's very likely that should the Skaven be the antagonist for this upcoming DLC, that Clan Moulder will be the featured faction. This is because Clan Moulder is the last major Skaven clan currently not playable in the Total War Warhammer series. There are indeed a few missing hero characters for the Skaven, but the majority of them are Clan Moulder focused, so it's more than likely that we'll see them being implemented in the DLC portion of this anyway. So should Clan Moulder be implemented, we can already expect Parkmasters and Master Moulders. But there is one generic hero character that we've yet to see, the basic Chieftain. Chieftains are the basic hero variant of the Warlord, a melee-based hero which is known to wear light to heavy armor and can have a variety of weapons, usually sword and shield, additional hand weapons or halberds. They serve as unit buffers and basic frontline characters, nothing too spectacular, but cheap to run and decent to do damage. Think of this as the Skaven equivalent to the Empire Captain in all battlefield roles. Sure, this doesn't seem like the most exciting of heroes, but then again, if the Skaven are the antagonist for this DLC, all signs would point to the Chieftain for the following reasons. Firstly, it is a highly requested hero character, despite the fact that it's not really that unique. But it is a rather iconic hero, which was always a staple for Warhammer Fantasy armies of the Skaven. And despite the fact that the Chieftains did not have any mount options, this could serve as a way to introduce the mount options missing for the Warlords. First, the Great Pox Rat, which is essentially just a giant rat mount, and secondly, the Warlitter, which is a Skaven take on the Dwarf Shield Bearers. Neither of these were actually any good in the tabletop, in all honesty. In truth, it was better to have your characters on foot than it was mounted, but obviously they work differently when it comes to Total War Warhammer. This also makes sense as the Chieftain is essentially a reskin of the Skaven Warlord. If you recall, during the hype for the Warden and the Paunch, Creative Assembly were also hyping up a FLC mount option, which ended up being the Arachnarok Spider simply repurposed and changed a little bit to be a new mount option for some greenskin characters. So who's to say that the FLC hero can't also be a repurposed and changed character already implemented into the game to fit a new purpose with a new skin? Hopefully they'll add in some weapon options instead to make it more unique, but this could be entirely possible. Now we'll look towards the Dark Elves, and there are two basic hero choices here. One of them would be a reskin of an already implemented Lord. Technically, the High Beastmaster should have already been a basic hero, but was promoted to a Lord character in Total War Warhammer, so it could be that we could see a Beastmaster hero option. This would be a cheaper and weaker variant of the High Beastmaster, having exactly the same role as its Lord counterpart, but in a weaker sense. And lastly would be the Black Ark Fleet Master. Yes, we already technically have a Black Ark Admiral, but the Admiral itself is tied to the Black Ark and actually uses the model of a Dreadlord, nothing too special there, whereas the Black Ark Fleet Masters could be a special hero. This could be recruited through the Black Ark or any port specifically, and would act as a tie-in for both, and could freely join up with armies or with Black Arks. Maybe the Black Ark Fleet Master could also have access to weaker variants of the Black Ark abilities. It is indeed rather difficult as to speculate to what possible Dark Elf heroes we could see, mainly because the Dark Elves have a bunch of missing characters which are named, and they could fit around various different themes. But in all honesty, these two seem to be the best option. Here's hoping that if it is the Black Ark Fleet Master, it will look closer to the Mini for a more Corsair themed army. And now, before we do end this video, there is another possible choice. I know I said that the Wood Elves will not be the FLC hero, but in truth there is a possibility that it could be, as there are two missing lores from the Wood Elf roster that could easily be implemented with another Spellsinger unit. These are the Spellsingers with the lore of High Magic and the lore of Dark Magic. However, I hope this isn't the case, as it would seem rather cheap, wouldn't it? It's not really a new hero, it's just a variant. Of course, the FLC hero character could essentially be anything, for any race, for any faction, and so on. But as far as I believe, the general trend is that the FLC heroes will normally be based around one of the main races to be included in a new DLC. But what do you guys think? Do you think these are possible hero characters, or do you think it's something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.